I won 1,000. I'll be honest with y'all. That's what I was waiting for. I like that. Looking at this breaker. Again, I'm not interested in risking anything more than 250 bucks because I'm already up over $2,000 on the week. So buying the high of the new week opening gap, I was trying to get the first presented fair value gap, but it was just wicking, but it's no big deal. Watching the 5-minute breaker and a 5-minute order block. So we're in that 1-minute fair value gap. I like how my stop is beneath midpoint of that 1-minute inefficiency. If we trade down past that, then I think the trade is a dud, so I like where it's at. And I'm also looking at a 5-minute chart. These two down close candles here, I'm looking at the opening price to the high, and then looking at this up close candle as a bullish breaker. So I'm looking at this, and my stop loss is beneath this little balanced price range we have. I just realized my arrows weren't on. My bad. Risk comes off if we can take out that high. I'll be honest with you, I kind of want to aim for $1,000, but I don't want to get greedy. But this is ultra light risk, so I think a good target would be the relative equal highs. All of this is really smooth, but 1,000 just sounds nice. I'm reducing a big chunk of my risk here. At this point, I'm risking like 0.1%. I don't know what that is. Let me see. About 0.2%-ish. So this down close candle, I'm treating it as a bullish order block should we trade to it. And if we do, I would want it to respect the upper half, but I want to see if we can get above this, because this fair value gap, I would want that to be treated as an inversion level. Fair value gap, again with the down close candle. I'm taking the entire wick, and I'm looking at the high end of it. Looking at this SIBI, it was used as resistance to take us lower. If we can close past this midpoint, which is consequent encroachment, then I'll feel comfortable taking off my my risk altogether. Whoops. I really don't want to move my stop too early. $100 is kind of, so you can see it says that's negative 0.6%. That's almost like a break-even trade to me, so I'm not really interested in moving it. The way I view my personal account is if I lose $100 or less, to me that's a break-even based on my account size. So if I lose like $80, $70, $100, I don't really count that as a loss in my book, so I'm not going to be in a rush to move it, because we could come back down to this bullish order block. But if we close above the high, then I'm definitely moving to break even, because I would expect this inversion fair value gap to support price. There we go. I'm gonna be smart and take I want 1,000. I'll be honest with y'all. Tremaine trades will normally take partials here, but I'm already up $2,000 on the week. So, and you gotta account for the commissions. Okay, so full disclaimer, Tremaine trades will be taking partials above these clean highs. That is a partial. 99% of the time I'm paying myself there. But I made $150, and I really only care for 1,000 at this point in time. So, you know what? I'll be a bad mentor if I didn't preach taking partials. If we can trade above the equal highs again, then I'll take one off, because I'm not being a good role model. So now I'm watching this fair value gap and this inversion fair value gap. I would want to see that offer support, and my stop loss is beneath it. Now, if we leave this fair value gap open and don't trade to it all, then that tells me that we're really bullish. This right here is the move I was kind of looking for. I'll take one off at the new, what is that? New day opening gap. This level here. I think that's an old new day or new week opening gap. Can't really remember. And I think, I'm not sure if we hit TGIF. I think we did. Let me double check. I'm looking at my monitor. Oh, it just fell short. So TGIF 20% is here. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not really interested in taking partials. I think I'm just going to trail my stop as I see fit and then just lock in profits that way, because I barely put on any risk for this trade. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And one micro would only be up 50 handles. That's $100. And like I said, $100 is kind of a break even, so it's not even worth me taking a partial if I'm being honest. But for everybody watching the stream, I think that should be a good partial or an exit if you want to do that. It's not a signal service, but that's how I see it. Yeah, definitely recommend taking a little something off. I'm not telling you what to do with your account, but like me I don't even call myself an educator, I'm just a trader, but me as a trader who's having hundreds of people watch them, I recommend taking a partial there and not doing what I'm doing, which is holding out for my best case scenario. Now, if I didn't make any money this week, if I wasn't already up good for this week, then I'll be interested in taking partials to bank something, but I've already made more than my weekly target, so this is kind of just like whatever I can squeeze out on a Friday, you know. So we have, again, this fair value gap and then the inversion fair value gap, and my stop loss is beneath all of that. Regardless of the outcome, it'll still be a green day, so that's awesome. And I think we learned a lot about patience, waiting for your setup. Okay, I wasn't really interested in shorts at all. I said even if NASDAQ drops 500 handles, I don't want shorts. I was waiting for something like this to occur. We're also trading inside of a 5-minute fair value gap as well. So if we take out this swing high here, then I'm going to trail my stop loss underneath that low. And then I should be able to lock in close to $300 or so if we take out that high. Because then once that happens, we're likely to trade into the new week opening gap, and then I wouldn't want this low to be taken out. And I like how so far we haven't traded to the inversion fair value gap. If we don't have a willingness to trade to that and we start running away, to me that's bullish because we didn't even have the willingness to trade down here. So that's just something I'm watching. It's fine if it does, but if we don't, then that's a signature. Let me see. TGIF is 19,984. TGIF is just a 20 to 30% retracement. That's all it is. 20 to 30% retracement on the weekly candle. So we have the opening bell in about 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes. It's a good day. It's a great day. We're getting close to that open. The only thing I'm thinking of is being in a trade through the opening bell. I haven't held a trade through the open in a while. I'm not trying to get whiplashed with slippage and whatnot. So that's the only thing. And for those who've been in the streams, like last month or a couple weeks ago, you know what's been going on with the slippage. So that's the only thing I'm kind of being mindful of. Because I don't know if TradeStation could pull some foolishness. Inversion fair value gap. Watch and see if we stay in the upper half of that. Excuse me. So my stop loss is beneath 3 PD arrays. Everybody kind of knows about the 3 PD array rule. Normal fair value gap here. You have your inversion fair value gap, and then this down close candle. My stop is beneath mean threshold. So if we lose all 3 of those, then I wouldn't really be interested in the long anyway. And then we'll just have a profitable stop out at about $150, which again to me is just like just over break even. But again, this is all just extra for the week. Yes, streams are starting at 9:30. Streams are starting at 8:30 from now on. Really like 8:15. I just like being done trading earlier. You know. I like going about my day, walking away from my desk early, because 8:15 New York time is 7:15. So if we're done trading by 9:30, I'm really done trading by 8:30, which is nice. Because I'm an hour behind. I'm in Central Time. So we're trading at consequent encroachment of the inversion fair value gap. Anything lower than it might be a stop out. But if I'm being honest, I'm not sure if I want to be in the trade come 9:30, because TradeStation has been giving me issues with my stop and getting me out. So if 9:30 were to stop me out and it moves so quick and so fast, okay, so there we go. So there's my low 150, and we're gonna call it a day there. I'll stay on till like 9:45 or so. If you're still trading, best of luck to you. I'm gonna take this little steak dinner money and go about my business. I have some mentorship one-on-one meetings, but hopefully you found this insightful. Hopefully you learned something, and I'll see you all back here again Monday morning at 8:15. All right, peace.